My neighbor's security camera caught me at 3 a.m. What it recorded changed both our lives forever. I never thought I'd be grateful for someone's doorbell camera catching me in the middle of the night. But here we are. 2 months ago, I moved into a small apartment complex, the kind where you recognize your neighbors' faces but don't know their names. The woman across the hall, Sarah, was different, though always friendly, bringing me cookies when I moved in, offering to water my plants when I traveled. Last Tuesday, I got home late from my bartending shift around 2:30 a.m. As I approached our building, I noticed a man lurking near Sarah's first floor window. He was wearing dark clothes and had something in his hand that caught the moonlight metal, maybe a tool or a knife. My first instinct was to call 911, but my phone was at 2% battery. I knew police would take at least 10 minutes to arrive in our neighborhood. The man started working at Sarah's window, and I realized I had seconds to make a decision. I'm not brave, I'm not big, I'm a 5'4" woman who's never been in a fight. But Sarah had a 4-year-old daughter, so I did the only thing I could think of. I screamed at the top of my lungs and ran straight at him, keys between my fingers like I'd learned in some self-defense video. The man bolted immediately, disappearing into the darkness between buildings. My scream had woken up half the complex, lights flicking on everywhere. Sarah's door opened, her confused face appearing as neighbors poured into the hallway. Someone was trying to break in through your window, I explained, still shaking. Sarah called the police while I sat on her couch, adrenaline crashing. When officers arrived, they took my statement, but seemed skeptical. They found no evidence of attempted entry, and with no description beyond tall man in dark clothes, there wasn't much to go on. The next day, Sarah knocked on my door. The police think you might have been mistaken, she said quietly. But I checked my doorbell camera footage. She held up her phone. The night vision video clearly showed the man at her window, tool in hand. It also showed me running toward danger instead of away from it, screaming like a banshee with nothing but apartment keys as a weapon. The police identified the man as a serial offender wanted in 3 states. He'd attacked single mothers in their homes while their children slept. They arrested him 2 days later. Yesterday, Sarah invited me to dinner. On her fridge was a printed frame with 2 photos, one of me charging at the man from her security footage, and another of her daughter smiling. Underneath was written, "Sometimes angels wear bartending uniforms and scream really, really loud." I am still not brave, but I learned something that night. Sometimes you don't need courage. Sometimes you just need to be more afraid of what happens if you do nothing than what happens if you do something.